Good morning. Welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you. So, this morning I was thinking, today I am older than I have ever been. I know, right? I am older than I have ever been today. That's mind-boggling. So, I started thinking about life and death. And I went back to, I know you hear this a lot, but I'm not going to hover on that. But I went back to the day that the doctor told me I had 2 months to 2 years to live. And I started thinking, that was huge, but not as huge as what a lot of people go through, you know. It was hard, and, you know, I was in really bad shape and everything, but so many other people have it much harder than that. And I think about stuff like that because, I don't know, I don't want to ever be, you know, sitting in the corner complaining when I know that there's somebody else that has it 100 times worse than I do. You know what I mean? So, today, I'm older than I have ever been. It seems like a really simple statement, but it's kind of profound if you start thinking about it. I don't want to hover on like my situation necessarily, just saying, when I was thinking this morning, I was thinking April 2017 was the 2-year mark. And every day, every week, every month, every year since then, it's just a blessing. It's just a bonus days. And since I'm well now, my bonus days are the same as your bonus days, which means we all are living on bonus days. You're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised an hour from now. But what you do have, what you do have, let's do something with it. Let's be alive. Let's not just, you know, don't just live, you know. I mean, just do stuff. Have a real life. Have a real impact. Do what it is that you're called to do. Do what it is that makes you happy, but also that fulfills you. You know what I mean? A lot of people think a big party on Friday night is going to make them happy because, you know, there'll be a lot of friends, there'll be a bonfire, there'll be a whole bunch of things. And they think that'll make them happy. But that doesn't make you happy. I mean, that might give you happy times. That might give you joy. That doesn't make you happy. Now, I know somebody that I was just speaking to, and we were talking about how helping other people blesses our heart, and doing things for others is like it's almost therapy, because it makes you feel a certain kind of way as well. And for me, that's where joy kicks in. That's where happiness kicks in. Because I'm happy to be able to be there for other people. I'm happy to be able to be whatever I am to them, to be in their lives. Or even if it's nobody that I know, even if it's just a person that I saw at the store. I just had a conversation with somebody yesterday that I've never met before, and she and I talked for a bit. And I will say this, people, just so you know, I'm just throwing this in, this is free. I have never had so many strangers come up to me and talk to me and start a conversation and make it where I can speak to them about the love of Christ and about just love in general with my fellow person. I've never had so much, such a blessing of people coming up to me until I had tattoos. I know a lot of people think there's a big thing wrong with tattoos, but I'm here to tell you that since I've had my tattoos, I've met more people and talked to more people about the love of Christ and about my love for people and just different things than I ever had when I did not have tattoos. Now, I'm not saying go out and get tattoos. I'm just saying God works, and it, you know, you might not agree with different things. You might not agree with why I did my tattoos or how I did my tattoos or what tattoos I got, but it does make a difference. Anyway, that was free. So I was talking to this person, and we're just talking about life, and she was in the medical profession, and she asked me about my surgery, and I've got one coming up next Wednesday, and she was talking to me about that, And then she's like talking about my previous surgeries, my heart surgery and different things. And I started telling her the story behind all my illnesses and all the problems I had because of that particular situation, And she was intrigued. She was in that conversation deep, and I was telling her about how God loves me and how God brought me through a really tough time, and that's what it was a tough time. It wasn't like the end of the world. It might have felt like it at times, but it wasn't the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to her about this, and I've never met her before in my life. She is somebody, but she's nobody. You know what I'm saying? She is somebody, and she matters. But in my life, I'd never met her before. I may never see her again. So it's not like she was somebody that I just, I gotta reach this person because they're my cousin's neighbor's sister or something. It wasn't like that at all. And I felt really good. I felt really at home talking to her. But my point is what I was talking to her about was how, short and precarious life can be. And to me, that was kind of priceless because I got a chance to share with her, my belief, but without all the, hey, let me tell you about Jesus. Because you know what? That maybe worked at one time, and maybe it works in certain situations now. But I have to tell you, when somebody comes up to someone else who's maybe not a Christian, or maybe, not even ready to hear about God, you come up to them and start with, hey, let me tell you about Jesus. And that's like saying, hey, this is your chance to run away before I start talking. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying it's been my experience that that's exactly what people hear when they don't want to hear about Jesus. Meanwhile, you can live Jesus. You can live, according to the Bible, according to, how Jesus living in your heart. You can shine Jesus, and you never have to say a word because they'll see him. They'll ask you, for the most part. Because they're not blind. They can see what's different about you. They may not know why you're different, but they can see it. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's just a sidebar. I want to wrap this up by saying, I know that life sometimes gets you down. Life sometimes is like a real pain. But life is a gift from God, and we need to make every minute count. Because you don't know when it's going to be your last minute with somebody. Either they're going to go or you're going to go. You just never know. It's a serious thought. If you can just put it in your head and get some perspective that you don't know when the last time you're going to see somebody is. And that's huge. That's huge. Spend every moment you can with the people you love. Spend every moment you can letting them know how you feel, letting them know that you love them, you support them, you're there for them. Give them hugs. I don't care if you've never been a hugger in your whole life. Hug somebody. I mean, don't make it weird, but hug somebody. Hug somebody. Love on them. Tell them how much you care. Show them how much you care. Do something for them. Do whatever the situation calls for. Be that guy. Be that girl that gets in there and actually shows love and doesn't just say, hey, I love you. Because sometimes people need more than a word. They need your person. They need you to be there. They need the warmth of your hug. They need the firmness of your handshake, slap on the back, whatever it is. But show that you love. And that means just to whoever you can. I'm not saying go up and hug the cashier at the grocery store. However, I have done that before. I've hugged my waitress before. And it wasn't just I came up to her. She was having a bad day, and I asked her if I could hug her, and she cried. It was wonderful. I mean, it wasn't wonderful that she cried, but it was wonderful that she let me hug her. I don't know why I told that story, but hey, love on the people. You don't know. You just don't know. And if you care about somebody, then even if they're not dying tomorrow, make the time that they have precious because you love them, because you care about them. They might live another 20 years or whatever. But make it precious. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling my thoughts there. But just because I was thinking today, I'm older than I've ever been. See ya. Bye.